Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my Shop My Stash again. So I'm going to be going through all the products I tried this past week, letting you guys know my thoughts, my opinions on these products, and whether or not I feel like they're actually worth keeping in my stash or if I feel like I need to declutter them. So the first thing is this right here. This is a Lorac palette. So this is called the Lorac, the Shine Bright Color Source Light and Source Cheek Palette. So the palette itself looks like this. It's got 6 different shades in here. So you've got 2 highlights and you've got 4 blushes. I really like this palette. I think it's very nice. I love the highlights. The highlights are gorgeous. The blushes are amazing because they're super soft and they go in pigmented and they seem to last on my cheeks. The highlights do the same thing. They're very pigmented and you can build them up to make them even more pigmented. So if you want a very intense highlight, you can definitely get that with this. So I love this and it's definitely staying in my collection. The next thing is the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. I love this palette as well. It's been beat up. Like, this thing has been used and abused. I feel like for me, though, I don't love everything in here. I feel like for me, I'm not personally going to be purchasing any more contour palettes because I know I don't use all the shades. So it's kind of pointless to have this. I don't really like the highlight. The highlight is a little bit weird. The yellow highlight is good for under your eyes, but it does seem to make me look a little bit more dry. The beige highlight is okay. The light contour and the medium contour are the only two that I actually really use. So for me, this palette's not worth to be purchasing again. So like if I use this up, I will not purchase it again. But I'm not going to get rid of it because I do love these 2 colors right here. So for me, it is a keep, but I would not purchase it. And I think that these contour palettes, I think it's something that we need to consider now from here out, all of us, because do we really use all these colors? No. So I don't know about that. The next thing is the Lorac Pro 4. So this is their newest one that they've come out with. So here's what the color palette looks like. I love all the colors in here. Do I think this is anything that you haven't seen before? No. You've seen palettes like this all over the place. The pigmentation's amazing though for Lorac. There is a little bit of kick up, but that's because Lorac shadows are very soft. I love this. For me, my favorite colors in here are Candlelight. I love Candlelight, and I love Amaretto. Amaretto and Candlelight are my 2 favorite shades. I think they're perfect, but this is a palette that I feel like I can pick up and use, and I'm not going to have any problems with it. I know in my Get Ready With Me that I had some issues, but I think that was more or less because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, because the rest of the week when I was using this, I didn't have any issues. So I think it was just because I was being a little bit more cautious with what I was doing while I was just doing my video. So I do love this and it's going to stay in my collection. I have all the Lorac palettes. They're pro palettes and I think they're all excellent. Lorac was actually the first high-end brand that I purchased from, so it's kind of like, I don't know, it just makes me happy, Lorac does. So the only thing I don't like about their packaging is it does get really dirty, as you can tell. So I will be wiping all of my makeup down before I put it back away into my drawers. So that one needs to be wiped down. The next thing is Tatcha. So we have the Tatcha. This is the Silk Canvas. I know a lot of you guys have said that you've tried this out and you like it as well. I really do love this product. I think it's very good. My skin, I don't know if you could tell it in the video, but when I was rewatching it back, you can see a huge difference once I put it on one side versus the other. There's a huge difference in the way my skin looks, especially on camera. So like in photography and things like that, your skin looks different. It looks smoother. It looks more like, honestly, like a canvas. So your skin looks like it's ready for whatever other makeup you're going to put on. I love this product and it will not be leaving my collection. Make sure if you have this, make sure you're putting the lid on nice and tight so that it doesn't dry out. So that is a really good product. I'm not going to be talking about the e.l.f. product yet because I don't feel like I've thoroughly reviewed it enough. The next thing is the Luscious Angel Eyes. This is the eyeshadow primer. This stuff was a big surprise to me. Oh my gosh, guys. You only need the tiniest amount of this product to get any kind of coverage. I've got a highlight on my hand where I've been spotching stuff this morning already. So this, like, basically you just need the tiniest amount and you're going to get really good coverage if you need to cover any kind of discoloration on your eyelids. It works really well. I love this product as well. It does not dry down on my eyelids to where they feel like they're crepey or anything like that. It's got really good coverage. It's basically my skin tone color, so it works really well for my discolored eyelids. So I love this and it will not be leaving my collection. Now we have all these Sephora lip products. So there's 4 here and there's 2 more. So this was from this little set right here. This is the Sephora, the Cream Lip Stain Collection. I love all the colors in here except for one or two, basically. There's two that I'm like, I don't know about. This one here is way too light for me. It does not look good on my lips. It looks almost like I am trying to be part of the Walking Dead series, and I'm not into that. So that one is actually going to be leaving my collection. The other one is this one here. I feel like it's so bright. It's so bold. And it's just because I'm uncomfortable wearing colors like that, but I'm going to keep that one because I'm trying to push myself outside of the limits. Things that just don't look good because they make me look dead, that's going to go. So I will be passing that along to somebody else in my family or a friend to see if they want it. Otherwise, I'll probably just toss it because it is like a stick, like a dough stick type of formula, so you can't really sanitize that or anything. So it has to be like a friend or a family that you feel comfortable passing it along to. But these 5 I will be keeping in my collection, so I love those. Then we have this right here. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. This stuff is really, really, really good. I love this, but it's not super full coverage. Like, the coverage to it is not like my Urban Decay. I feel like my Urban Decay has better coverage than this, and this is the Estee Lauder, so I thought it would have better coverage. I feel like it blends out really easily, and I don't know why, because like I said, I thought Estee Lauder would be better. But still, for me, my holy grail, it will still probably always be the Urban Decay. So I will be keeping this because it's not terrible or anything. I just don't think that it's my favorite. So it's going to stay. Then we tried out this foundation this week. This is the Besame foundation. Okay, so this foundation is really strange. First of all, it's really hard to get the lid off each time. I don't know why, but it's extremely hard to get the lid off. This is a stick style formula. The reason why I think this is weird is because when I first put it on my skin does not look good at all. My skin looks dry and cakey, and so then it's like, ugh, what the heck did I do? But then, I don't know what it is, but throughout the day, once I've worn it for a little while, my skin looks so much better. It looks like my skin just looks healthy and glowy, and it just looks like very natural, but yet it's still got coverage. You can tell that the foundation hasn't worn off. It just doesn't set right at first. So it's one of those foundations that you want to put it on way before you're planning on going out. So I am going to hold on to it, but it's one of those that I feel like I won't be using unless I know for sure that I'm planning ahead of my day. So it's not like I can just come downstairs and be like, okay, I'm going to throw my makeup on and we're leaving. I would not use this in that case. Then we have this right here. This is the Milk Makeup. This is the Kush mascara. This mascara is actually really, really nice. It has a really nice wand to it. It's an easy wand for me to use, which I used to hate these style of wands. I thought they were too hard to work with. But the more that I've played with makeup, the more I know that that's the style of wand that I really love. It really does help give me a lot of volume, a lot of length. I love this. It's definitely staying. Then we have this right here. This is the LA Colors, the Browie Wowie Brow Pencil. This is a little bit red toned. When I put this on, I can definitely see a lot of redness in this. There's like some, I don't know, you can tell it's a very warm style brow pencil, which I don't mind because I do have a little bit of redness in my hair. So for me, it works well. But these are only, I think like they're $1 or $2 or something like that. They're really inexpensive. Is it the best brow pencil I've ever used? No, because honestly, I feel like it doesn't have extremely long lasting power. The spoolie to it is a little bit rough. It's not super easy to use on your eyebrows without feeling like you're trying to pull them completely out of your face. So it's not my favorite, but I'm gonna hold on to it because it's one of those that I can use in a pinch when you feel like, oh no, I've run out of eyebrow products and I have nothing. So this is a good one for like a backup because it's good for those everyday uses. Then we have the Besame Cosmetics. This is this powder right here. So this is the Vanilla Chai Powder. So this one here, I thought for sure, I was like, oh, they're all the same, right? No, the powders are definitely different. So when you look online and you're ordering these, definitely pay attention to whether it says it's for deep skin tones or whether it's for light skin tones or whatever. This one here, it actually just says translucent, where I'm not sure where it says it. It says brightening, paraben free, right there. It says translucent right there. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says translucent. But you still need to pay attention to what it says because this is not a powder that I can put all over my skin. It's very, very deep. It doesn't work well for my skin tone because, like I said, it's too deep. These are a little bit hard to open too. I feel like I have a hard time opening these up. I'm struggling right here trying to open this up. See, I don't want to open it that way. You don't want to open all the way up. There's a little bitty lip here that should allow you to open it up just perfectly. It's really hard to open and I don't like that either. I just got all over my carpet. Wonderful. So this is just too deep of a powder for me. So I don't know if you can tell or not. I'll put some, oh my gosh, my hands are running out of room already. It's just too deep. I don't know. So like this would make a good like bronzer color for me, but as for a setting powder for all over my face, no, way too deep. So I think I'm going to actually put this in my maybe pile, but I think what I'm going to try to do is hold on to it until I reviewed all of my Besame powders. But for me, this is one that I know is way too deep for my skin tone, and I don't really need another bronzer, so I think I'm going to put it in my maybe pile. Just because, like I said, I want to review it. So not because I feel like I'm going to keep it, because I want to review them all together. Then we have my Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Lid Primer. So I pulled this one too for some reason. I'm not sure why I had this primer as well as the other one. But this one is kind of drying out a little bit. It's starting to dry up. So I think it's time to actually put this one to bed because it's done. So this one is going to go into my finished box that I keep for my makeup items that I finish throughout the year. It is a good primer. It does a good job of coverage. It's a little powdery feeling once you put it on your eyelids. I feel like it goes from a cream to a powder pretty quickly. So you need to work kind of quick when you're using this. So for me, this is just not something that I personally will be purchasing in the full size. I probably have it in the full size, to be honest with you, in my lid primer drawer, but I will not be purchasing it again. Then we have this right here. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I don't think I pulled this with you guys. I ended up pulling this later just to go along with my LA Colors Browie Wowie. And it worked really well for that because I feel like the Browie Wowie kind of disappeared pretty quickly on my brows. And this helped to kind of keep it intact. My belly's growling. So hopefully hopefully. This is really good for using with products that seem to fall off your brows pretty quickly. So I'm going to hold on to that. Then I had this right here. This is the Stila. This is called the Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in turquoise. I love colorful liners. I love them. Put them in your waterline. I think they're really gorgeous. I'm definitely holding on to this one. This one, to me, they should have called it Tiffany Blue. It's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks like a Tiffany Blue shade, so holding on to that one. And then we have the Jouer. This is the Essential Lip Enhancer Conditioning Lip Treatment. This is actually pretty good as well. I don't think it's as good as like the Laneige. I think Laneige is way better, but this does a good job in like a pinch. So I think what I'm going to do with this, instead of putting it back into my stock, is I'm going to put this in my purse so I can use it up throughout the day because it's easier to apply than the Laneige. The Laneige is in like a pot where you have to put your finger in it. This, you can at least just squeeze it onto your lips. So it'll be a good one to travel with. Then we have this right here. This is the Makeup Forever. This is the graphic liner. This is a really good liner. I love the tip to it. I feel like it does do a good job. I had a little bit of problem with skipping, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't work with, so I really do enjoy this. I love the graphic liners. And that is it. Everything else in here is tools. I don't know why, but I ended up having a lot of tools in my box. So we're going to start shopping my stash again. I'm going to move this out of the way and the box for the Besame out of the way. And we're going to walk over here to the little cart, you guys. There's my little buggy. So we're going to go into the foundation drawer. So actually for foundation this week, I'm not even going to pull from here. I'm going to grab something off my desk, which is, where's it at? I just had it somewhere. Hang on. I'll let you guys look at foundation while I find it. Maybe I can let you look at foundation. I need to adjust you. Alright, so hopefully you're not going to get sick with me moving you around too much here. Alright, so there you go. You guys can look at foundation for 2 seconds while I'll go over here and find this. Okay, I found it. So that didn't take too long. So I'm going to use this. This is the Morphe. This is called the Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. I have heard a lot of people talking about this online, and I wanted to try it out with you guys this week. So I'm going to be using this foundation this week. I got it in the shade F2.10, which is a matte, what? I don't know. Either way, this is the one that I'm going to be using this week. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Don't pay attention to the box tops, because I know when I first looked at the box top, I was like, whoa, that's going to be really light. But when you pull it out, it's not as light as what it actually looks in there. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's definitely a difference. So look at the two side by side. There's definitely a difference in the colors. So don't pay attention to the box tops. Make sure that you somehow are matching it up differently than the box top. So that one, and then for concealer, I'm going to be using this right here. This is the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer. So I'm going to be using this concealer as well, and I have mine in C155, which is, I guess that's just the shade name. So let me open it up quick for you. Oh my gosh, it's stuck. Hang on. Here we go. So it looks pretty, like it looks pretty. It looks like it's a little fair for me, but I think it's going to be fine for like more or less highlighting for under my eye. So we'll try that out this week as well. So that's the foundation and concealer I'm going to be trying this week. Okay, so now we're in the makeup palette drawer. So these are my eyeshadows. I'm actually going to pull this week. I know technically I should be pulling the letter, I think, with M. So I should be pulling M because last week we pulled Lorac, so it should be an M. But I really want to try this out. This is the Lime Crime Venus XL2. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. I ordered this off of Ulta. I will never probably purchase off of Lime Crime itself because I feel like their website scares me a little bit because they had a lot of information be stole from their account before, so I won't be using their site, but I will purchase things from their line from Ulta. So there's what the palette looks like. I think it looks really pretty. So there's some light colors. I think this was like a really good spring palette, so maybe we can give ourselves some spring vibes this week. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Get rid of these winter blues. So anyway, that is the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using this week. I am excited to try that out. All right, we're going to go over to the next area, which is, we need to grab our buggy too. So our buggy is just sitting down here. Come here, little buggy. So now we need primer. So, I got makeup on my drawer here. I need to clean that off. So now we need primer. I need to pull a primer out of here to go with my Morphe foundation. And just because I know it says it's a matte foundation, I know I want to use something ultra hydrating. So for me, something that's ultra hydrating is something back here that I haven't used in a long time. This is a Glam Glow. This is called the Glow Starter. So this is the Mega Illumination Moisturizer. So basically it's a moisturizer, but I use it as a primer. So I'm going to be using this week. So I'm hoping that this will help out with the Morphe just in case it is extremely dry on my skin. So as you guys know, we're still in winter months. So we need to make sure that if you have dry skin that you're giving yourself that extra boost of hydration. So I'm going to use that. And then for blush, I'm going to actually do something a little bit different. I ended up fixing all of my blush in my, what is this called? Z palette. So I've got them all in here. I have an extra one. These are blush and highlights. So I won't need to pick a highlight as well. So we'll just use this. We're going to go through here and try some of these out and figure out if I want to get rid of any of these. That way it's a good time to try this out so I can figure out if this one can stay actually in here. So we have all the highlights over here. Some of these, like this one, here is the Wet n Wild. And then we have Ofra highlights in there as well. So we've got a bunch of different highlights and blushes in here. There is one little bronzer in here, but I probably will pick another bronzer to go with our collection for this week just because I want to try some different things out. So anyway, I'm going to be using this metal palette from Makeup Forever. I have a couple of these I've emptied out now, so I'm probably going to clean them up and then keep them for storage or keep them for later or something like that. Or maybe I will end up selling them on Poshmark. I'm not sure yet. So either way, we're going to use that one this week. So we don't need highlights, so we're going to skip that area. We don't need blush singles. So now we can go over here to lipstick. And I think I need to turn my ISO down. There we go. Whoops. ISO down to, here we go. Alright, so we're going to go into lipstick. So in the lipstick drawer, I think we've tried out all of the ones, like the kits that I had, so I have no new kits to try out. So I think we're going to go and pick out a few. So for me, I think I want to try these. I haven't tried these in a long time. It's been a long time since I've tried these. These are called the Naked Princess. These are a brand that I purchased off of Ipsy. So I'm going to pull all of this brand here. So over there, I can see if I want to declutter any of them. Since we've been trying out whole brands at a time. Oops, I'm trying to hold on to all of them in my hand, but I'm dropping them all. So we've got a red shade here. We've got a pinky tone, a lighter pinky tone. We've got an orange shade. We've got a mauve shade, and then one more here. And this one's like a chocolatey shade. So we're going to use all of these this week. This is, again, a brand called Naked Princess. It's a Luxe Shine lip gloss. So they say they're lip glosses, but they have pigmentation. So they're not really a lip gloss in my opinion. So we're going to be using those. So let me grab my basket. My basket's over here. I'm going to see if I can fit them in the front part of the buggy. So we'll put them in there. Alright, so we're going to pick our basket up and set it on the... Oh my gosh, I just dropped all these. Okay, so the struggles with our little buggy. Now we're into contour and bronze. So we're going to go into the store here. I have this palette and I found it after I was cleaning my stuff up. And I don't think I've even played with it much. So I want to play with this. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I think this came in something that I got. I'm not sure, or I purchased it. To be honest with you, I don't even know how I got it. Let me try to open it up for you guys. So there's what it looks like. So we've got lots of contour shades, and contour and bronze shades. And then we have 2 highlights in here as well. So I'm going to play with this week. That's something I want to play with and see how good it is. I've got my little beauty sponges there drying. So they're getting a little bath, or they've had a little bath. So now we're going to move up into the powder drawer. So in the powder drawer, we're going to try out another one of these Besames. So let's try the purple one this week. So this is the Brightening Violet powder. So we're going to try that one out and see if it does any good for us. So violet sounds like it might be a good one. And then we're going to go into the primer drawer. So for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use Benefit Erase Paste. Is that a primer? I think that's actually, no, that's not a primer. That's actually like a concealer. We're going to pull that anyway because it's been a long time since I played with that. And then for primer, we'll use this right here. This is the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying. I know this is a really good one, so I'm going to play with that one. And then concealer drawer. So in the concealer drawer, I'm going to pull, let's do something we haven't done in a while. Let's use this Kokie one. I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer, so we're going to play with that one. And then we're going to go into the mascara drawer. So in the mascara drawer, I think I want to play with, whoa, where are you going? It's deciding to move all over the place. I think I want to play with this right here. This is the Julep. This is called the, what's this called? Length Matters. This is a really, really good mascara, so I want to use that one this week. I'm not going to pull a black liner because I feel like the black liners are a little bit bold. We're going to go a little bit more springy this week. So we're going to go into here and we're going to look, actually let's move it down. Let's move you down here. So we're going to pull some prettier colors for this week. Let's pull this purpley color right here, and this is by Pure Minerals. This is the Eye Pencil Hello Bright Eyes. We're going to pull that, as well as a blue one. So we're going to pull this Urban Decay. This is the John Michael Biscuit. I'm sure I just butchered that completely. This is in Vivid, so it's a really pretty blue. It actually matches my nails. So we're going to use that as well. It looks very spring-like in my opinion. So we'll put that back up in here. And then we're going to go into the brow drawer. So we'll pull this down and let's see what kind of brow product. We're going to use a Cello one because when I was looking through the other day, I noticed I have quite a few Cello products. So let's use this Cello one right here. This is the Cello Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Color. So we're going to use that one this week. I haven't used this in a long time, so hopefully it's still good. That's what's worrying me. Okay, that is it for all those products. So let's put this back up here. And then for setting spray, I have my Morphe one sitting here. I lost the top to it somehow. I have no idea how I lost it. But I'm going to go over here and we're going to look and grab something different out of here. So let's grab this one right here. I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Smashbox Centering. Does that say Centering? Citrus Primer Water. So we'll use that. So let's get that. Helps us out this week. So that is that one. All right. So there's our buggy. Our buggy is completely full. We are ready to go for the week. The only thing I don't have is a lip treatment, but as you see, I brought my Big Laneige in here, so I'm going to be using the Big Laneige for this week. So our buggy is ready to go. We don't have so many things to deal with, but at the same time, we're going to be trying out the Lime Crime, and I'm going to be testing out this Tarte palette, because like I said, I don't remember if I've tested it, and then figuring out if I want to keep any of these, what is it called, Naked Princess. We're going to see if we want to keep any of those, so let me know, have you been shopping your stash as well? Are you doing a good job by rotating your stash? I love doing this series. It's making me so happy to like just try different things out. We're also going to be testing the Morphe foundation. I forgot about that. So that's down here in the little buggy as well. So we'll be testing that out as well. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.